Dr. Rashmi Tyagi ma'am to address with her keynote speech.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Rashmi Tyagi, and I want to thank you for the applause which you have offered to me. And it is my great pleasure that I am going to share the knowledge with all of you. All of you are so close to my heart, Sri Lanka. So it seems that you are our own people. And as you know, that education, it is so important. All of you are educational warriors. Like during Corona period, we felt that the doctors are the warriors. But I will say that all the teachers are the warriors. Please give a big hand, all of you, to yourself, warriors of Corona. And lots of transformations have taken place in education, in last 2 years. And there is a story that Einstein, when they were working somewhere in an educational institute, then the Einstein had given a paper. First year, the question paper was same. The second year also, for some examination, it was same. And third year also, Einstein gave the same paper. And as you know, if you are supervising the exams, you will say, "Sir, this paper is same. What should we do? Shall we change it?" Then what Einstein replied? "No. The question paper we will not change because questions are same. The answers are different." So that's what I want to tell you, that after Corona, the answers have changed. First, we were having the rote learning. We were memorizing the facts. We were doing the assessment, where 3 hours the student is writing and then you are giving marks. But now it is changed. Overnight transformations, a paradigm shift has taken place in the education. And when things have changed, do you think what, in the past we were doing, we should do for the 21st century? What we were doing in 20th century, we should change it. So we should know which are the 21st century skills, and that we should teach our children. For that, what is important? That you should be trained for this, the new skills. And that is exactly what we are doing, all of us. So what are those 21st century skills? Will anyone tell me? The 21st century skills? Anyone? Please let me know. Because, yeah?
Resilience.
What is that? Resilience. That's very good. That is great. Because we have to teach ourselves that after such a great disaster of Corona, how we'll come back. So coming back, to normalcy and then even going higher, that is called resilience. And all of us has shown resilience. So what we have to do? We have to teach our children the resilience. And then there are collaboration, creativity, creative thinking, and then critical thinking. So these C's are very important in the 21st century. And some kind of learnings. Digital learning is very important. And then life skills are very important. So that way, so many things. And then problem solving. Now I want to ask you, my dear teachers, that are you teaching them in the class? The critical thinking? Are you teaching them? Tell me how you are teaching them. Because things have changed. As someone was telling that after, you can say, 10 years, what kind of jobs will be available? One of the parents, he came to me and he asked me, "Madam, my child is in first standard and let me know what he'll become in future. Whether he should become an engineer, a doctor, or someone else. So tell me, what will be your answer? If we will say that, then what will be your answer? If a first standard child, what we are going to suggest to the child's parents, what he will become? After 10 years, do you have any idea what is going to happen after 10 years? You, best version of himself. That is a very good, answer. But the teacher had to make that best version. And engineering, what we are doing today, it will not be there, because so many things will be done by robots, by the machines, and everything. So what they will be doing tomorrow, the engineers, so many drones will be there. So don't you think that we have to teach our children all these digital things? And even doctors will be giving commands to the robots for the robotic surgeries. You know that? The surgeries will be done by robots. And then what other things, which they can have. Lots of entertainment industries there. And even my students, they have become actors in the Bollywood. That time we were not knowing it, that we have to teach them certain skills, that how they can deliver their dialogues, how can they act, how can they write a play like Shakespeare. I'm not saying that you tell them, okay, write the play of the story of something which is already given. You have to teach them some creativity. Have you heard about Bloom's taxonomy? Bloom's taxonomy, anybody? Sri Lanka? Have you heard about Bloom's taxonomy? Okay, I will tell you. Don't worry, we are there to help you, and you are there to help your student. We have come here to share the knowledge. So Bloom, he was an educationist in the last century, around 1955. So what he said, this is an educational theory of cognitive things. Cognitive means mind, how you think. So you have to teach your students how to think. And now there is a pyramid which I cannot show you. You know the pyramid, mostly we make a pyramid. So there are, high level thinking, okay? And then low level. So lots and hots. So that is thing. So what come in lots? Remembering. Do you think remembering is difficult thing? You are asking the students to remember certain things. Okay, a poem, recitation and all that. You think it is okay to teach him that much? Understanding. Even the elephants can understand, dogs can understand, cats. But the man has to do something else. So Benjamin Bloom, he said that they should know how to analyze the things, how to take the decision, how to create. At the top of the pyramid, creativity. You understand the creativity? Tell me. Yeah. How you can present a new thing in your Sri Lanka. Who is going to become, a director who is producing very good films? Thinking, who is going to write the playwright? And then who is going to make the designs of the aircraft? Right? And automobiles, maybe something else, how to design, some story like Shakespeare. So the creativity is at the top. You have to teach your students how to create. So that is important, and that is the 21st century skills, which we have to teach. Do you know about multiple intelligence? Have you heard? As you have got so many flowers in the garden, the sunflower is there, the water lily is there, and some plants, they grow in shade. The same way in your class, there are different types of learners. Visual learners, auditory learners, and kinesthetic learners. So you have to just make a lesson plan for a particular lesson where you can help every type of child. And yesterday, Rupa ma'am has talked about inclusion. So that is also one type of inclusion. So we have to change our teaching learning system. And the latest thing I want to tell you, which is today around the world, that is meta-serve. M-E-T-A-S-E-R-V-E. It is a kind of a revolution. You know the meaning of revolution? The first Revolution, it was in the last 3-4 centuries back. The coal, and how the coal is used, all of you know, to make the electricity. Okay, America is doing. I don't know about your country, but people are doing that. Okay, and now the 5th revolution is standing at our door, which is the 4th revolution, digital. All of you know the digital revolution? We are using computers and some robotics is there and all that. Now what is going to be the 5th? Can anyone tell me? Which is already there, Meta sir. That robots and machines are going to be your colleagues in an office. You are teaching in a class, then a robot is writing something, or he's changing videos and he's coming and talking to you. When you are going to the canteens, you are eating your food. Maybe robots, they are charging their battery. So that way in all the corporate offices, in the schools, everywhere. So this kind of revolution, itni badi kranti, it is standing at your door. So don't you think that you should change yourself? So you have to change so much. And for that, you have to start new things. And the new things at CBSE level, I am doing lots of training for our teachers. So that is integration of arts into science. See, now after telling you that why you should transform, I want to show you that how we should teach our students. You see. Little bit more sound. So you have seen, this is a new method of teaching learning. That is the integration of art into science. See, I'm an artist, I do the oil painting. So what I told our children at 11th and 12th standard, you can do it at lower level also, to make a painting of sunset. You had seen that was a painting of sunset. Because I wanted to teach them the chapter of light in science at 12th standard level. So I have integrated it with the art. And then I want to tell you, all of you know that what is the color of the sunset you have seen? Red. Okay, orangish. So why it is there? Because at that time, these, you know about spectrum, you know about Vibgyor, you know about Vibgyor, Indradhanush. All of you know the different colors are there. The white light breaks up into 7 colors. So the red light at that time, it is having the smallest frequency. That is why it appears red. So when we are, and even we are telling them to sing about the sunrise or sunset songs. So that way painting is coming there, the music is coming there, and then the science is coming there. So that way we have to integrate. This is called integration of arts into science. And then we are also telling them different type of, enjoyable experiences, as one of the, resource person has done with me. So when you make them enjoy things, then they definitely learn more. That you have to think. So always give them some kind of role plays. So for a role play, because I want to make it interesting, I don't want to talk so much on my own, but I want these volunteers to come on the stage? Okay, this is the role play. You can give your students to act for explaining a concept. So the teachers, they are telling how we are going to assess the children. So we are going to do a role play presented by Sri Lanka. Our own people, it is a family, all the educators, it is the educational fraternity. So no, we cannot say this is a different country or that is a different country from teacher from Sri Lanka or India or from America. All are same. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Okay? So the teacher is going to take the students for a picnic. And what kind of learning will take place? Chup, 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 chup. And then the whistle, I don't know how to do it, but you can do such things in the class. Okay, now be on the stage. They have reached and all of them, the teacher said, okay, you can play, you can eat, you can enjoy. Let's see, observe them. You can give them gradings about values, how they are behaving. See how they are behaving. And so, so they will feel happy, doing all this. And they have gone to a place, a building, heritage building. We are same Indians and Sri Lankans. I think our children also behave the same way. Okay. Now, how will you assess? Okay? If I ask you that, okay? Tell me, how you are going to assess different children, that how they have behaved or misbehaved. So, how will you assess? Yeah. So, which child will say naughty and which child is doing something good? Can you say what kind you are being naughty? I think she was a naughty girl. Just say how you were doing. Yes.
I'm doing, describing something and fighting others like this.
Good. So she has enacted that some children, when they go to such place, they do scribbling and all that. What you were doing? Everyone say what you were doing. Being naughty or being good girl? Naughty girl. Naughty girl. What you were doing?
She was bullying and she was being the teacher.
I am good girl.
Good girl. She was being the teacher.
Yeah.
Playing nice.
I'm naughty girl. Naughty girl. All naughty girls.
I am naughty girl.
Good girl. I'm a good girl. What I will tell you. They have thrown the papers that I have just picked up. So who is going to get the good marks? The child who is teaching them that not to do it. Thank you so much. So this is a role play. Applause to Sri Lanka, our teachers. So this is what I want to tell you, that you have to do role plays and the creative pedagogies. I'm not going to write it just now, but you should make note. The creative pedagogy means dance, music, painting, and through these and games. So games are also very important. Now I will show you one PPT. Please start the PPT. Please start. And I'm a science communicator for Indian Science Congress Association. So I'm doing lots of awareness for different things, and these days I'm doing it for climate change. But I've just come here. Give me some more time. Okay, let me finish it fast because they are requesting, and I respect the time. So I will try to finish soon. But still, let me complete what I am saying. So, multidisciplinary. Nowadays what we have to do, we have to teach them in such a way that one theme, and we are going to teach all the subjects. English, that is literature, and then the science, and then the social studies, geography, history, and the sports. and other things also. So I have worked in the rural area. Please, next. See, I'm going to talk to you about save the animals, because in pre-primary and primary we are having, the animals we have to save. Next. So we should tell the students, because it is a climate change, we have to save the wildlife. And then, we are trying to save the tiger. In your country, is it there? In Sri Lanka and Bangladesh? You say save the tiger. How will you save the tiger? I asked one boy, because I was working with Bittu Segal, who is doing all this, save the tiger. Then the child gave a very good reply from 3rd standard. We should plant more trees, we should plant more forest. That is a very good answer, don't you think so? That then we can have them in the forest, in the national parks and all that, and give them a good habitat and they will be. Then I said, okay, you are going to save the tiger by doing this, but how will you save the cow? Because everybody is without a cup of milk. Can you start, or tea, can you start your day? So how much it is helpful. So it is only that you care for the cow. Give a good food to the cow. That's all. That much care the cow is needing. Because this is one of the animal who is giving us lot many things. What are those things? Can anyone tell me? Apart from milk. What? Dung. And that is very important. What we do with the dung, it's a cleaning agent. So the 12th standard students can do. Urine. Urine has got the medicinal values. Okay? And we are adding it into the cold drinks also. Distilled cow urine, abroad also, but it is written on the bottle that it is added because it is good for many diseases.
Dung is also used as a fuel in the villages.
Fuel, that is right.
And that's why we do it.
Yes. So everything, we get from cow. Biogas also. All of you know. So why we shouldn't save these? Just look after them. Give them water, give them food. That much, nothing more. Then next, see, this picture speaks in volume. Now I am going to have steam. Let's steam it. Okay? Want to do the steaming? What is steam? All of you know that? Yesterday it was told to you, science, technology, engineering, arts and maths. You can do it here. How will you do it? Engineering, how will you do it? You can see this thing. It is made a wooden apparatus. It can be earthen apparatus. It is made with some engineering. You can see this thing. Okay, inside this big vessel. What is there inside the big vessel? This is our, India's, you can say, Krishna, Lord Krishna, Gita. You know about Gita? Bhagavad Gita, have you heard? Please raise your hand if anybody, yes, that's good. Oh, very good. Thank you so much that you know about. But baby Krishna and Yashoda, mother of baby Krishna, and what she is doing right now, please.
Churning the milk.
Churning the curd or the milk, whatever. That is the correct answer. Okay, now I'm saying you have to steam it. So I told you it is an apparatus engineering. The engineering is there. Somebody has done it. And even the art is there. Because somebody has made it so beautiful. So art is also there. What is inside? Milk or curd. What is being done? What the science is there inside that? What is the science? What is the science? When you are churning the curd. Separation of what?
Milk and cream.
Cream, butter. Is it okay? Any science person here? Which kind of force?
Kinetic.
Centrifugal. That all the butter, it will come out from the curd or from the milk. So that is centrifugal force. You are talking about science. Are you talking about science here?
Yes.
So science, engineering, and then art here, and such a beautiful painting. Okay, the artists have done, your children can do. And tell me what else.
Art can also it can be streamed.
Yeah.
Or there is a
Stream.
Yes.
Reading also, you know.
Research.
Great. The research word, please, you just hold it. That also we are going to discuss. And what do you see between the mother and the child? Not baby Krishna and Yashodama. What are you doing? I mean, tell me. What do you see? Which is a 21st century very important skill. Observation is there. What else between mother and child?
Relationship bonding.
Bonding. What kind of bonding?
Love.
And what do you say that?
Affection. Parenting skills.
Okay. But these days, you know, emotional quotient, have you heard about it? Okay, so that is the emotional quotient. And then, what is that intelligence quotient? IQ. What you people, when, okay, interview board is sitting, your student have gone for a big corporate house, maybe in the aviation, you know, some airlines, and the is sitting, I got 101%. That is the IQ. Oh, okay, fine, very good, congratulations. We don't want IQ. Then what do they want? EQ. Why? Because he says that if a flight terrorist come, hijack the plane, what will you do? Will you solve the Pythagoras theorem or something maths? No, your emotional skills, emotional quotient, that you can face it and you can have a dialogue. So what is important is emotional quotient. So that also you can explain with this painting. Can we go further? And then what else can you? See, I told you the Amul industry. So you can take your children. So this I have already, mythology, okay, emotional skills, centrifugal force, designing machine skill, visual arts, painting skill, and then the mythology, because I am talking of that time. Please, next, go very fast. Oh my goodness, be it here. How do you like this? Okay? Advertising, writing the slogans in Sri Lankan language, which is that Pali. Which language is there? Okay. And then in Hindi, in Marathi, in English, in French, whatever you are teaching them, just let them write the slogans and let them make cartoons, drawing. You know Amul butter in India, do you have it here? Okay. So it is written that success story. So you have to tell your students about, with the cow, with the example of the cow, you are going to teach them so much integration. Next. Taste you baby. Okay. Next. So much thinking, so much art. Creativity. See, you people say, okay, drawing something is an art. No. Cognitive thing is art. When Shakespeare was writing a story, he was thinking skills, creativity. When the great poets are writing, this is an art. You know, writing the dialogues, writing the poem, writing the story, it is an art. Writing some music or making the music, it is an art. Art is not only visual. So we have to tell the student this kind of art. Okay? So next. See, I will not show you this thing, but if you go to the internet, there are so many poetries about the cow. So many poems. Gaiya aati hai, jati, I know it in Hindi. So as Bharti ma'am and Shilpa ma'am, they have shown some music and some like that kind of a thing you can do for your small children. And they will love it because they know about the cow. They love the cow. They love calf also. Next. Parents, collaboration. What is the 21st century skill? Collaboration. Call the parents. Ask them to make different types of, good dishes out of the milk. Right? And then take them for excursion. Take them to any dairy. Do you have a dairy in Sri Lanka? I would like to know. Do you have it? What is the name of that dairy? Highland Dairy. I wish that I was here for some more time and I could go to that day. You can take your children, how the packaging is, the milk. Maybe in Colombo, they are not knowing that how the milk is, how they are taking out. They don't know, they know only the packets. In Mumbai, they might be knowing from where you get the milk packets. So that's why you have to take them. Okay, now cow shed also. You can take. And one more thing I want to tell you, which is the 21st century skill. Do you know virtual reality, augmented reality? Do you want a cow here? Do you want a dolphin here? Tell me.
Yes.
You can have it if you have got proper, just app to bring the cow here. So virtually it will come here. You will feel she's there, but actually she's there virtually. So that also you can have these 21st century skills. Next. Okay, then life skills. We can go further. I think I've already, and the life histories. You can compare the life history of butterfly, the life history of cow, the life history of hen, and okay, maths. You can do the maths also, the geometry with them. You can give them a grid. In the grid, this picture is there. Give them a grid where there is nothing drawn. Then you can make side also x-axis. X-axis you can have 1, 2, 3. Y-axis you can have 1, 2, 3. And that way they can do it. So maths also you can do. So I was telling you that I'm doing the steaming. Next. So maths has also come here. Please move to the next. Next. Next, that way. Okay. Can you play? Back. Yes. Can you play this? Link is given. Can you play this? Actually, I want to show you the integration. I'm telling you so many things together. 21st century skills. And then I am telling you interdisciplinary. Just now I told you about STEAM. It is happening. America is happening. England, it is happening. Australia, it is happening. India. Why it should not happen in Sri Lanka? So that should be there. And she is a Kathak dancer. No video, don't worry. She's a Kathak dancer. I want to tell you what is, multidisciplinary or integration. And here, tabla? Tabla? Okay. So the tabla artist is doing something, and then she is doing with her ghungroos. You know ghungroos? Okay. What do you call in your language, ghungroos? Because where is the dancer? That esteemed dancer here. She's not here. Okay, okay. That way. So they show whatever the tabla person he does with that, and she's doing with her foot. Even a violin person can come, and even the piano person can come. And some people, they are making sound from their bodies, like from their, this and some other way. Integration. Such big people, they are doing big orchestras all over the world. So that is nothing but multidisciplinary. Okay? So that also you can add into the count. Next, foot tapping. When they are in the sports, how, game-based pedagogy. Do you have a sports teacher? Do you have a sports teacher? Do you think that he is the most important teacher in your school? Because he is going to tell the students. He is going to tell the student, like your student, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, like that, Even tables they can see. I've never taught except my children at that level, which is the most important as per National Education Policy 2020, that from the pre-primary stage, you have to take them there to the higher 12th standard stage. So they are very important. So your maths teacher can teach them tables with the help of foot tapping. I want to tell you. So involve him, and he can teach the students that how the muscles move when bowling is done. Cricket is going on, and Sri Lanka is one of the top in cricket, and we love Sri Lankan, these people for betting, and when they win, we really feel happy, even if we are against them, but we feel so happy that our friend country, they are doing so well. So the sports teacher can show them cricket, and through cricket, how much velocity, momentum, and how it is going there, and what is the friction, and all those things you can teach. Okay, and we should give some milk to the baby calf also. Next, because we should not, if we are taking all the milk, then what happens? The vibrations are not good. Some people are giving to the cow those medicines to give more milk. But those medicines are going inside our body. So we should not do all that. That kind of, thing we should not give to the cow. We should give organic food to the cow, because ultimately it will go into our bodies. Okay, so that is finished. It was about multidisciplinary integration, the STEAM integration, and if you go further, SST, you can talk about, in Sri Lanka, the cows, they look different. The Australian cows, they look different. Indian cows look different. In Punjab, the cows look different. In UP, the cows look different. In Assam, we have got very small cows. How about the cows in Sri Lanka? They are medium, they are big, or they are small? Yeah, tell me, I want to know. There are no cows in Colombo. You might be getting milk from the rural area. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So you can do the SST also. Now, I'll tell you one or two stories. Experiential learning. Have you heard about experiential learning? I will tell you a story. Hello? Have you heard about experiential learning? What the child is learning from his experience. I'll tell you a story. It was a 3rd standard classroom. And the teacher asked a very simple question. What does a bird eat? What will be the answer? What are the expected answer? What does a bird eat? Good. I'm very happy. All of you say the same. Chilies, fruits and all that. Okay. But as per the Piaget theory of cognitive thinking, one answer was very different. The child said, birds eat cow. How will you react? The teacher was very shocked. She was very nervous. If he is going to write this, then principal madam will say, what you have taught him or taught her. Then they called him in the staff room. Hey, why you are telling the birds eat cow? He said, from my window I see the caracas, a dead cow, from my window, and all kinds of birds are coming. Okay? Even the peacock is coming. Great, that is a great thinking you have given. And the carnivorous birds, the vultures, the kites, all of them, even some animals, and the crows. So what the child has learned from experience, the teacher is telling what she or he is talking about. So just don't take them beyond the classroom doors. Textbook से बाहर ले जाइए आप उनको. आप textbook से ही क्यों पढ़ा रहे हो? बाहर की भी तो. So that is very important, and that is the 21st century skill. And the last story, I will do it for you. Do you know about thinking, right? What kind of thinkings are there? How many thinkings? Tell me. From India? Thinking. Great. I'm getting great answers. They are different. They are not with what we are writing in life skills. So they are saying very good, positive thinking. I love that idea. And even rational thinking, reasoning, this and that. Analytical thinking, very good, great. Okay? So, but we have got creative thinking. We have got critical thinking. Such things also. And one is lateral thinking. Okay? What is that? Have you heard about it? Lateral thinking. Let's know about that. Let me go to the past centuries. King Solomon. I think he was in one of the European countries. King Solomon. He used to, tell so much about, different teachings about God, and he was doing the justice. I want to tell you the justice of King Solomon. There were two women. Two women were there about a child. Both of them giving birth to the child the same day. Okay? And then one woman, she lost her child. But nobody came to know. Then they came to the court of King Solomon. This is my child, I want my child. No, this is my child. This is my child, please give me my child. Then King Solomon had done the lateral thinking. Soldiers, come here. Take this child. Cut him into 2 parts. What will happen? What will be the reaction of this justice on these 2 women? You have already got the answer, right? Because this woman said, okay, fine, you can cut it. If I am not getting the child, she is not getting it, is very fine with me. Other women said, please don't cut the child. I want the child should live. Let the child live. Please give it to that woman. Fine. So that was a literal thinking. He has not gone to find out, investigate the truth. What he had done, the effect of this justice on me. So I want, my dear teachers, you are our teachers. I am a teacher. So I feel all of you are my family members. I don't think of my own family. I don't think of my country. I think of the planet. All of you are mine. And that is my request to you. That please learn these 21st centuries. Because we don't have time. And such a wonderful audience. I am thankful to all of you who have listened to me patiently.